Yeah, we just got the dub, man. Go Bucs, man. We love you guys, man. I hope everybody good, man. We just got the dub, and we headed back home. Yes, sir.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers head into their Week 7 off a Bob Belcher 50 burger, which always comes with a little extra.
He breaks another tackle. Godwin down the sideline, outside the numbers to the 10. 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin scoots 55 yards to the promised land.
They are at home for Monday Night Football, taking on the Baltimore Ravens,
from the first snap to the last snap, physicality come through us,
who may have the scariest offense going as we head towards Halloween.
And look out, here he goes. It's Zay Flowers down the sideline and all the way to the Washington 20-yard line. 46 yards, Jackson to Flowers.
What a great matchup to focus on. What a great offense the Bucs defense is going to try and stop. Tampa Bay has an elite passing and rushing attack on their hands. Seems to start with Derrick Henry. King leads the league in rushing yards, 132 yards last week, 5.5 a carry, 2 scores.
With power, with Henry, with a touchdown. His second touchdown of the game.
Henry under 90 rush yards 2 times as a Raven. They lost both. You watch a lot of his runs, he's not getting touched for 5 yards, and that's because defenders have to worry that Action Jackson is going to keep it.
It's going to be Lamar. Not even touched. There goes Lamar into the secondary. Jackson to the 28 of Washington.
It's the ultimate pick your poison. For starters, Bucs have given up 4.6 a carry to running backs in 2024. Not great. Held Alvin Kamara to 3.1 week 6, so a better recent showing at least.
Back to the ground, and Kamara gets suplexed down by Levante David and Kalijah Kancey.
Tampa's held quarterbacks to 4.8 a carry. They've faced a handful of guys who can run, not like Lamar. Settle down, flockers, but that's respectable. But they have to be able to stop Lamar's arm, too. Having defenses preoccupied with him and Derrick running has sparked their passing attack. He went 20 of 26, 323 yards last week, 12.4 yards per attempt. That's huge. 114 plus rating, 4 straight games, completion percentage over 73 of his last 4.
Every time we out there, we got to score. Every time we out there.
The Buccaneers defense he faces just gave up 240 plus yards to Spencer Rattler, but they picked him off twice, held him to 6.1 an attempt, a low 60s rate. Tampa has been tough on quarterbacks in general. Low 80s rate for the season, only 6 touchdowns allowed, under 7 yards per attempt for the year.
And it is picked off! Zion McCollum was waiting for his moment. He finally takes one away.
Bucs can't afford to go without DB Jamel Dean, who left last week hurt. Hopefully it's not bad. Jackson leans on tight ends and wide receivers most of the time. Bucs have been especially tough on wideouts. They've held them to an 80.5 rate. Props to cornerback Zion McCollum, leading the league with 10 passes defensed. Tyke Smith, sub-90 rate allowed. Each guy with a pick last week.
That's a toss into the arms of a waiting Tyke Smith.
Can they slow Zay Flowers? Back-to-back games with 100-plus yards for that guy.
Connects. Flowers spins away, and the Ravens are putting together an impressive drive.
Rashad Bateman was a thing too last week, 71 yards, 4 catches.
Firing to the open target, diving down to the 48 is Bateman.
And then there's the tight end sitch. Tampa Bay has not played them as well, giving up a 107.4 rate to the position. They have Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews to deal with this week. Likely 27 yards a week ago. Andrews scored 66 yards.
Well protected, wide open, Andrews. Now he's targeted, and it goes for a touchdown.
Sacking Jackson, not as big as when and whether it produces a fumble. He took 2 bags last week. Bucs pass rush he'll try and elude this week has been an on-again, off-again bunch. On last week, though, to the tune of 5 bags. Levante David, Vita Vea, each has 3 now. William Golston, Kalijah Kancey, 1 apiece.
And they're getting after Rattler yet again. This time, it's Kalijah Kancey, who had 4 sacks as a rookie last year. He is into the backfield to get a second one on Rattler here.
Baker Mayfield didn't have to deal with that kind of heat, only sacked once by the Saints, only been dropped 4 times in their last 3. Still, he comes in off a 3 INT game.
Mayfield over the middle, it's picked off! It is Paulson Adebo!
He also comes in off a 325-yard, 4-touchdown game, 9 yards per attempt. It was kind of the ultimate Baker game last week in some weird way. He's like the Axl Rose of the NFL, sort of more fun when he shows up late, jumps into the crowd, mad at a picture taker, then closes hard with Paradise City. He's one of the most fun dudes to watch right now.
Mayfield in the pocket, throws end zone. It's caught by Otten for the touchdown. An up-and-down drive ends in a score for Tampa Bay.
Easy to see him doing something against Baltimore's secondary. Gave up 269 yards to Jaden Daniels, 2 touchdowns, no picks, a rating over 110, not out of character since they've allowed a 102.5 rate on the year, 11 touchdowns against 3 INTs, completion percentage allowed near 70.
Daniels back in the end zone. McLaurin has it for the Washington touchdown.
Wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, everyone's in play when Baker throws. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, the focal point. Ravens have given up 10 touchdowns to wideouts, a 114.6 rating. Evans only 34 yards versus the Saints. Godwin stole the show, 125 yards, 11 catches, 2 TDs.
Mayfield for Godwin, an impressive opening Tampa Bay drive leads to a touchdown for Chris Godwin.
Baltimore's play versus tight ends, better than receivers, but still not stellar. Tampa Bay's Cade Otton scored versus the Saints, only 15 yards, and running back Sean Tucker, 56 yards receiving and a score.
Inside the 15 and all the way to the house. It's a touchdown, the first of Sean Tucker's NFL career.
The Ravens' pass rush, Mayfield draws, got to Daniels 3 times, healthy 19 sacks after 6 games.
3rd and 7. Daniels in trouble, and he's decked.
Baltimore's front also has to worry about Tucker as a runner. Second-year back comes in off his best career outing, 136 rushing yards, 9.7 a pop, and a rushing TD.
The run game in the second half has been the story for Tampa Bay.
And it's a second touchdown for Sean Tucker, the first on the ground in his NFL career.
Ravens have more than Tucker to try and slow, too. Bucky Irving, 81 yards, 5.8 a carry, a score a week ago.
They'll try to cash it in with Irving, and this time easily in. It is a touchdown.
And Baker can't be slept on. 29 rushing yards last week. That's 3 games he's gone for 25 plus. Baltimore's run defense, though, bottled up Daniels to the tune of 3.7 a carry, held Austin Eckler to 2.3 a run. They're holding ball carriers in general to 3 an attempt, lowest in the NFL.
Nothing there. They plug it this time. What a tackle by Jones. Eckler loses 1.
This is just the 8th time the Ravens and the Buccaneers have met. Baltimore up 5-2, lost the first 2 games though. 2001 the first, an Elvis Grbac-Brad Johnson showdown. Johnson throws for just 90 yards, but they had the A-train, Mike Allstott with a signature TD run in the 4th to seal it 22-10.